Greetings and salutations. It's the Butt Sandwich Show. Um, I am here today to do a video about my day today. Y'all, I had a day. But before I go into my day, let me show y'all who today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Wild Purple Smash Grape Hawaiian Punch. That's our sponsor today. And I finally found something to mix with my vodka that tastes right. And my second sponsor, we have a whole bunch of sponsors today because I gotta tell you about my day, and I'm gonna need all these sponsors. Great Pucker vodka. Now, our third and last sponsor for the day. I'm gonna need a little bit more. I need that. A lot of pressure. And our final sponsor for the day, Zigzag Cigarello. I don't normally use these because I think cigarellos are not classy. But today I needed the zigzag. Okay. Now, as you know, I have a mouth. Y'all know I got a mouth. And you know I cut. You know I cut. So let me get into what this thing. I done wasted 2 minutes. But before I go into that, let me just say this before I go into the story. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, and help me stand, because I am tired and I am weary. Okay, now I done said that part. Let me tell y'all, today I was supposed to go, today I went to take my dad to the casino, because that's what we like to do. So, I might have to do two parts of this video, so watch them both. My dad is disabled. He's in a wheelchair, but his brain is fine. He's had 4 strokes, but he's healed. His mind is right. He's good. He's just in a wheelchair. So he likes to go gambling. So yesterday on Thursday, my brother called. He's like, "Butt sandwich," and I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Let's take Daddy to the casino tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, sure. Come over to my house because I got to move all these vans and shit to get his wheelchair van." He's like, "All right, sure. I'll do all that. Well, I'll be there tomorrow." So tomorrow comes, which is today. So I'm waiting for him. I said, "Be here between 12 and 1." So I done got showered, dressed, smelling like lavender. Just, use my Yardley soap. I'm clean. So I'm waiting. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. It's like 1. It's almost 1 o'clock. So I called him. Well, let me tell the story. Okay. So I called him on Friday, today. I called him at 11:30. I'm like, "Brother, come over to the house, blah, blah, blah." Reiterating what we just talked about yesterday. So he's like, "Okay, all right." So I go do my thing. I'm dressed and ready. So it's about 12:45, 12:50. And I'm like, and my brother lives like around the corner from me. I have 3 houses. That's the truth. I have 3 houses that I own, and I let him live in one of my houses for free. He don't even pay rent. I know, right? I know. Don't judge me. Don't judge. Trying to help him out is what I was doing. Anyway, so I'm waiting. So it's 12:45. I called him, and he's like, "Well, I'm at the nursing home," and I'm like, Why are you at the nursing home? You're supposed to come over here. I have to do so many things in order to whatever. Let me get past all that. So I jump in the car and head to the nursing home. I get to the nursing home. En route, I say, get his medication and sign him out. Fine. So I get there, it's probably about now, it's about 1:30 because my dad's nursing home is on the other side of town, way, way on the other side. And I got to drive all the way over there to get it. So so I get there, get my dad in the van and on the wheelchair lift and everything. We get him in the van and blah, blah, blah. So I'm talking to him and I'm trying to figure out where we broke our communication. So, long story short, come to find out, he wanted to get high. And then he felt that he didn't need to call me and tell me that he made the schedule changes. Because I done waited like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour waiting on his dad. So, we all big bitches up in my family. We big, thick bitches, okay? So we like to eat when we go to the casino. We usually go and get the little buffet and eat and shit. So this is where it started getting needy. I hope I can get it all in this 15 minutes. So he starts getting into, so when it comes out that he was getting high and that's why he left, because he wanted to get high, I started calling him Gator. I said, so you gonna make me wait, not call us and tell me what's going on, have me waiting an hour because you want to get high. Now, as you know, I keeps it. Okay, I always got me a little song. So you didn't have to get high. I would have got you high, regardless. So that bothered me. So I'm pissed off everything because it's all fucked up now because we got to drive back to the other side of town to get on the interstate to even get to the motherfucking casino. So he says that during our argument or something that I called him a motherfucker. I don't recollect calling him a motherfucker. If I said motherfucker, I said your motherfucking ass. That's not. I mean, I guess in a way that is calling you a motherfucker, but hey, if I said it, if you say I said it, but he lies so much, and I know because I've called him a motherfucker before, and I know how that bothers him, and he be real upset behind me calling him a motherfucker. He gets very, very like it bothers him. Whatever. So I try not to call him a direct motherfucker. I call him a motherfucker from around the way. I don't call him a direct motherfucker. So by now we done got on the interstate and everything, and we almost there. It's about now it's going on. Um, no, en route to there, coming back, he's like, well, what time is it? It was like 2:30. He's like, well, we spent an hour or something trying to get back over to the other side of town. You should have took the interstate. Let me explain something to y'all real quick. Y'all gonna have to do a part two. My dad's wheelchair van, he has like this huge wheelchair that I thought would help hold him, and that it's electric and shit. It's like the Professor Xavier chair. This chair costs $30,000, real talk. So I didn't strap. We don't have the straps to strap him in this particular van. So anytime you make turns, you have to be real slow and careful so that he doesn't tip over. Okay, I know you saying, bitch. Well, why are you taking him anyway? If you don't have the proper equipment, because he wanted to go, and I know it wasn't safe, and I need to have all the right shit. But my brother usually holds the wheelchair whenever we turn. So he's neglecting him and everything. My dad almost tips over like 3 times while we trying to get to the casino. I have to pull the van over, take him off of out the wheelchair, off the lift, and reposition him and get him back in the chair so he won't be like tilted and shit. He don't help me. He just looks at me. He is such an ignoramus. I can't. Oh, so um, so anyway, I'm gonna use this last 5 minutes to get to the meat of it. So we drive and we almost at the casino. So he's like, well, I want to shake. We drive past Art. He sees Art. He's like, well, I want to shake. Here I am trying to, what's that word? Trying to pacify him, make him comfortable. I say, okay. So by now, by the time we get there, it's like 3:30, almost 4 o'clock, because it's you have to the way the van is and shit, whatever. So we go over to the Arby's. He gets a shake. I get a shake and two of those little dollar roast beef sandwiches. And we was gonna go to the buffet, but the buffet cost like 12.95, and they only do it from 12 to 4, and it's already like almost 4 o'clock. So ain't no sense in me paying no $40, and we only got 30 minutes to eat. So I was like, we're gonna just pick up something. So I look over at my dad, and he's looking all crazy. And I could just read him because I can tell when something's going on. He's a diabetic. So he my dad like conks out, like disappeared because his blood sugar has dropped and he's not talking. So I look over and see him like that, and I'm like, we got to get some food in him right now because he's passed out. He's passing out. His sugar's too low. And then that's when I realized it's almost 4 o'clock, and I'm like, damn, he didn't eat lunch because we supposed to been there by 1 o'clock, and we could have been where we were supposed to by 1:30, 1:45, but it just threw everything off. And I'm not thinking, damn, he ain't eat no lunch. So in the meantime and in between time, all this is happening. I'm like, okay, well here's the sandwich. Give him the sandwich and hand it to him and stuff. I'm trying to drive. So this nigga takes the sandwich. Now I don't know if a lot of y'all know about diabetes and diabetics and everything, but I didn't have no candy, and it just all happened so fast. And I should have just gave you the shake. I could have gave you some of the shake, but it just wasn't registering at the time. Too much was going on. So I give my brother. I'm like, here, take this and give it to him. Let him eat something so he can, get his sugar levels back up because that's what happens. I'm a diabetic, and you get like crazy when your sugars are real low. You like pass out. So while all this is going on, the chair is starting to tip again, and my brother's like, "Daddy, why you didn't say nothing?" And that's when I realized his sugar done dropped, and he's about to go out. So I'm telling him, I gave him the sandwich. Don't you know this motherfucker? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a part two. I'm gonna have to do a part two. I'm sorry, y'all, but I have to get this out of my spirit. Honey. I've been carrying this. I'm just now getting home from this excursion. It has been a motherfucker. So I'm getting ready to, so on the second part, if you made it through the first part, listen to the second part, because this is where it's going to get motherfucking ugly. When we get to part two, it's going to be motherfucking ugly. Because I had to set up the premise so y'all can kind of know what the fuck is going on. So, peace and blessings. Please come back and watch number two. And comment, rate, subscribe, do all that shit. But you got to hear part two. Because this is going to be a mess. Peace and blessings. I will see you in just a second.